At what age did you start making music, or did you realize that you was talented at writing?
21.
Man.
21. And I only started doing music because of my brothers, just to keep them out of trouble. I ain't had no clue about music. They just hit me up out the blue like, yeah, T, we want you to be our manager. Me being me, sure, why not? Shit. But I just took it from there, and I got to credit my Uncle Joe. Joe the one told me to start writing, so shit, I just started writing. And then I was trash as fuck. I was just making music that wasn't me. So once I got rid of that part and just focused on like who I am and what my life doing, shit, it just was easy after that.
Do you remember that first song when you realized like, I got it?
Probably reintroduce myself. I feel like that was the one where I just started spitting crazy. Cause I ain't spit like that before that track. And then after that, I just, shit, I'm like, nah, this is for me. This is what I'm supposed to be with.
Would you say that's your favorite song that you ever recorded?
Hell no. That shit trash too. But look though, like all my earlier shit I always call it trash, but at the same time I still love it because it got me to this point.
Right.
My favorite song, Honda Ferrari, hands down. That's classic to so many people. I ain't even gonna lie, like I still get people asking me to this day. That song probably came out like 4 years ago. You know, and it was just, that song was just real truth from my son, my pops, and just me, just having a dream and going for that shit. That's it.
When you said Honda and Ferrari, I was like, all right, I gotta give him that one. But do you remember Closer?
Yeah, I fucking love Closer, but
Closer was hard.
I couldn't use Closer because somebody else had it fucking Closer.
Closer was hard. And when you went over the Alicia Keys, the Unbreakable.
No, Unthinkable.
Yeah, Unthinkable.
Unthinkable, yeah.
That was crazy.
And that's definitely one of my favorite joints, I will say. But I ain't heard that in a minute.
Bro, what you said, like, man, almost 4 minutes on this beat. Like, it wasn't no hook, bro. It was just vibe.
I ain't never went that long on a song. Just right. I never went that long. But yeah, I ain't never, like, Unthinkable definitely one of my favorites. But Honda and Ferrari for sure. I think it just, that right there just stamped me. Like, you one of them niggas. So that's just how I felt after writing that song. So yeah, Honda and Ferrari for sure.
Now, for the people that don't know, you used a little piece of the Killer Season. You feel me? Why was it important to put that in there?
I mean, but Killer Season, besides like it being a drug dealing movie, that was facts. Like, man, I got a friend right now, and it's the same situation. It's like, bro, you want this life or you want that life? And that can apply to anything. You want a Honda or a Ferrari? Which one you want? Not the Honda. The Honda is what you struggled in. Why do you want to stay there? You want a fucking Ferrari.
Facts.
Yeah, so it's like, it's just, Honda Ferrari is just a lifestyle choice. What you want to do. It's not necessarily saying get a Ferrari, but if you want a great life, a Ferrari will represent that. It's real.
Man, I remember a moment in time where you wrote a song, you feel me? You sent me the song. Me not knowing that the song was already, I don't think you even released it yet. I think you sent it to me just to hear. And then later you just dropped the song, you feel me? And then you later had to delete the song.
Yo, that fucking So Gone challenge. That fucking So Gone challenge. Bro. But look, I shouldn't have did that shit, but I did it. And I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about it because that's how I express myself.
You was an artist.
But yeah, that song, shit, it was truth. It was truth all the way around. Like, that's it. That's one thing I can say.
I know it was a lesson that you took from that. Like, even being an artist, because when you look at artists like Drake got sued for putting a chick name in a song. You feel me? Like, what lesson did you learn from that song in particular?
Just don't use their names. Simple. Just don't use their names. Like, that was my mistake. The song was still hard, like, but I used their names, and it was like, damn, they heard that shit. So I just get there the next day, it's like, damn, all eyes on me for what? Like, damn, you heard my shit? That's just how I felt. Like, then you heard it, damn, I didn't think you was gonna hear it, but hey.
You strike me as somebody that used to write poetry.
No, I like poetry though.
but you never actually wrote a poem before.
I tried poetry in school, but other than that, like one time. But other than that, I ain't wrote no poetry for real.
When you was a shorty, what was something you wanted to be, like growing up?
Growing up, we played football a lot. I thought I was gonna grow. But shit, once I stopped growing, shit, sports just became like, nah, this ain't for you. And after that, I thought I wanted to be a fucking computer engineer. But I ain't want to go to school, so I didn't know what I want to do after high school for real until 21. And that's when I'm like, nah, this is what you want to do. I don't even know if it was just rap in general, but just being in this space, a creative space. And that's when I found out my strength for real.